Hi everyone, and welcome to the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade,
And I'm Joe.
and this is day 437 of the quarantine.
Not really.
And we're doing another quarantine episode. This time, Joe picked it. It is a 1990 film by Whit Stillman called The Metropolitan.
Just Metropolitan, Wade.
I don't know why I was thinking the Continental from SNL. That's
Yeah,
what I
no.
was thinking. I could see him fitting in. Oh, hello, welcome to my debutante party.
Yeah.
It's a Stillman film. It was actually nominated for Best Original Screenplay at the Academy Awards.
He wrote and
Uh,
directed it and produced
yeah,
it.
yes. And it stars not many
Uh,
people know.
yeah, it's a bunch of I don't know, I don't know what these actors go on to do. I saw some have gone and done like TV, like Law and Order, SVU.
Yeah, I know. The guy who plays Nick Smith.
Yeah.
He's a regular on the show called Gilmore Girls. I guess I just revealed on Criterion Connection that I watched every episode of Gilmore Girls. He plays Jason Stillman or Styles. Jason Styles. There you go.
Okay. But yeah, like most of these people, even they all look familiar. Like for a second, I thought it was Kirstie Alley in this. That one girl, but she's
Yeah,
not. She's not Kirstie Alley at all. But like they all look familiar, but I couldn't place where any of them end up going.
yeah. So, this is a Joe pick. Ask. Why don't you ask? How do you think I feel about this film?
I don't know because I went into this thinking I was going to feel differently than I do. I thought I was going to come into this and watch this movie, be bored out of my mind, and absolutely hate it, and think it's like super pretentious. And I actually liked the movie.
Yeah.
I think it's a good movie, believe it or
Well,
not.
I'll say this. Usually I'd be like, not digging this. I was digging this one.
Yeah, I
I,
don't
I
know
like
what it.
I
Yeah,
like
I
this a
don't.
lot.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
what what it is, but it gives like I said, like it gives me the same vibe. Like that's what I thought I was gonna say.
Yeah.
But after I'm sitting here watching, I'm like, damn, I think I like this one.
It's a movie that kind of gets better and better as it goes.
Yeah, and it doesn't quite fall into the trap that everybody I think is gonna think it does. You're dealing with high society and young people, and you're like, oh god, they're gonna have these philosophical conversations, and they're gonna be talking out of their ass. You just think it's gonna be all like pretentious, and then like it's a director who's also the writer and the producer, so you're thinking, oh man, he's just gonna imprint his own
Yeah.
beliefs into this, and it just doesn't come off that way. It's actually a well done comedy of manners,
Yeah.
um, which really surprised me. Like I said, I thought I was gonna be sitting here talking about how like, man, all these characters are too self serious and but in like a negative way. But it really works for the movie and what they're trying to do. And that period of time actually fits this really well when it came out, because it is kind of the end of that high society yuppie movement, like going into the 90s. It becomes really out of fashion.
Yeah, they don't want to be called yuppies. They want to be called the UB.
The UHB.
Yeah, also like you think I was watching, I was like, oh god, they're gonna be all snooty. Oh my god, it's gonna be some characters I just don't like or care because they're so snooty. But the Rat Pack, as they say, is actually a well diverse cast of characters, even though they're in the same class. Well,
Yeah,
some are in
and
the same class.
they have very kind of later on, they're very defined personalities and ideas, And it does come, like, it really does open up, and you're like, oh god, everybody's going to be one-dimensional. And then, lo and behold, you get about 20 minutes in, and you start seeing deeper cracks in everybody, and seeing kind of who they are.
Yeah. Like Tom, he's kind of the main character. He's kind of the one that's new to this universe of debutante season or whatever. He's
well,
new
that's the
to it.
thing. He's not new.
Yeah.
If you catch on to the backstory that they slowly unveil for him, it's not that he's
new to the group.
Yeah, he's new to this group, but he's not new to the scene. And you know, he becomes, like, he starts off as a super self-righteous, like, anti-debutante.
He's a voyeurist.
And I'll have to look up more of who that is and what their views are. But yeah, he's like this anti-debutante, like, he's so anti this high society crap.
He's anti Jane Austen.
That too. Because he doesn't read the books. He likes to read the criticism. Which is funny, because there's so many people like that.
Well, now people who watch this video can check it out based on our response.
Yeah. And it's... and he just, like, he's able to pull the actor. He's able to pull off that character where he's probably one of the more off-putting, like, personality types in the group.
Yeah.
But for some reason, you still watch and you're still interested in everything. You're invested in him.
Yeah.
Then finding out, like, he's, he must hate it because he's middle class, and it's like, well, no, he was upper class or upper middle class, and his father leaves and, like, just kind of abandons him, and that's kind of him dealing with it, is him rallying against this high society thing, making bonds with each character in the group, even when they don't really get along.
Especially Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie, your philosophical
really nerd. Yeah. He doesn't really like him the entire movie. He's actually kind of like the antagonist at times. But
it's complicated.
The last act, you see, he actually steps up as a character.
Yeah, it's a very complicated relationship. Allowed to be complicated and bloom because of them being the high society group, like that bourgeois group. Because otherwise they wouldn't, after he doesn't like Tom, he wouldn't hang out with him. But because they're in this group, they have to keep up reputations and, all that stuff. Like, they still hang around each other and have to deal with each other all the time.
Yeah, they have Audrey, who's another character you kind of root for. You kind of root for her.
Yeah, she's that, like, naive, idealistic person that just hasn't had too much adversity in her life, being born into that class. And then you have, Cynthia, who's the one that wants to experience everything firsthand. Like, she's the one that, I guess, is hedonistic and like, explorative one.
Yeah.
She's the one that, probably got them all to try cigarettes and alcohol and other recreational drugs later on. Like, they take her and Nick take mescaline at one point.
Yeah.
In the movie. And she's like, I thought it was mild. So, like, it kind of builds that character as your, like, carefree, try everything just for the experience. Yeah, everybody has their own, like, kind of role in the group.
I think the best character is Nick Smith.
He's an interesting one.
Yeah, like, he's kind of like, I feel like if before Tom was there, he was just, like, kind of going with the motion. But I think when Tom shows up, he's very... I think he finds, like, a bond with Tom. Because he's a good person. he's a good person, as they each say. They're not only saying he's my friend. It's he's a good person.
He's a good guy.
He's a nice guy.
Deep down, he's a good guy. And it's interesting to see them like recognize that in one another.
Yeah.
And like I said, this movie goes from what you think is going to be predictable, and it has all of these layers that it unfolds in this story.
Yeah.
I mean, your truly most one-dimensional guy is Rick.
Rick von Schlocker, or whatever his name
was.
Yeah,
Rick von Slonaker. I think
Slonaker, yeah.
Are you really a Baron? Yeah, but I don't. It doesn't matter.
It kind of does.
He has that ponytail.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's like the most like one-dimensional, I think, of all the characters. It really is interesting, and I wanted like when I first started watching it, I thought so hard that I was going to be railing against it and being like, this shouldn't have been nominated or won or whatever. Like, this is, just some pretentious indie movie crap. But no, it's actually, really good with really interesting characters that develop over the movie.
The only really flaw I have is we never found out if Nick was murdered or not.
That's true.
Yeah, I guess Tom, since he hitchhiked, I guess he ain't reporting if it happened.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he had pressing matters at that moment.
Yeah.
Him and Charlie need to go get Audrey from Rick Slonaker.
Oh my god, that whole scene, like they're trying to rent a car and they can't.
It's so funny. Like, and that's the thing, like it really is like it starts off really subtle and it just uses character tropes for your comedy of manners, like just playing off the prototype people in those groups. And it just devolves into more like they can't rent a car because they're not old enough. And he's like, well, I use my mother's card all the time. Yeah, and just the naivete that they have.
And the whole idea that they're like, oh, we're in the decline. Oh, we're doomed to fail. And it's like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna end up okay. You're not like, I think Charlie was more worried about. He wasn't worried about being doomed to be poor. He was more worried about becoming a complacent, especially when that one guy they meet at the bar is like, yeah, all my contemporaries succeeded, and then you have to read about it, and it kind of sucks.
He's like, I think the real acid test is if somebody asks you what you do and you just hate to answer the question.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's actually a pretty poignant thing to say.
Yeah, there's so many layers to this. To what they talk about, and I kind of want to watch it again because I know that the Criterion Channel has the commentary track.
I have the DVD actually. I bought it years ago. Yeah.
So I guess the real question I have, like we always do, buy, rent, or skip.
I actually think it's a buy. I'm really surprised that I'm gonna have to say it, but yeah, I think it's a buy. I think it's a really, really fun movie. Just I don't know. The one thing that worries me is I don't know how often I'm going to watch it to justify buying it, but it's definitely something to watch at least once.
I am going to agree with you. I'm going to say it's a buy because I'm going to buy it.
Yeah, because if you find it as cheap as I do, definitely pick it up.
I don't know why. I just like movies that deal with character, like just focused on the characters. I like movies like Clerks, where it's just focused on the characters and their struggles of everyday life, even if it's a different life.
And that's very much like a good comparison. They're roughly the same time period in American filmmaking, and I think there was a huge focus on that between Whit Stillman, Kevin Smith, and you could probably throw Linklater. You could probably throw them all in there in that group of similar filmmakers around the same time doing, character driven pieces.
Yeah. And I like those kind of movies, so this is like right up my alley. Even though I thought it was gonna be something very snooty, though, we gotta go to the ball. That's the exciting thing about this show. Sometimes you watch a movie you've never even heard of, and you look at the picture and like, oh no, and you end up loving it. So let us know in the comment section below. Share the video, subscribe. And hope you guys are staying safe.
And even when the lockdowns are all lifted, like, I just hope, people stay vigilant and healthy, because, that's the one thing that is pretty much destined to happen. When they lift everything, there's going to be a new wave of people getting sick. So just keep being careful, and share our videos while you're watching them.
Yeah, like here's the thing: you're quarantined, but this is like episode 130 something, 140 something. We're nearing 150. I know that. So you have like all this material you can listen to.
Yeah, they're not all bangers, but definitely there's a lot of good ones in there.
Oh yeah. So until next time, I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And we'll see you later.